Hello lovely friends, I'm Alice. Thank you so much for watching. Today I have kind of the part 2 of my art encouragement video. Wait, part 2. And it's kind of also requested because a lot of you have been asking lately about an art tutorial video, but because I'm not a professional and I didn't take any classes and I still make a lot of mistakes and I do have a lot of bad habits, so I didn't really want to pass them on to you guys. But so yeah, let's just see this video as an how do I think and how do I go about drawing girls. So this is really my process and my style and my current abilities. So yeah, please don't be too harsh on me if you are a professional, but I'll try and explain how I think and how I see the face. And yeah, and also to show you guys that you don't need a lot of fancy supplies, I just have some copy paper, I have my mechanical pencil, and I have an eraser. I know that these two supplies are actually a little bit more expensive if you were to buy the exact ones, but you get the idea. It's basically just a mechanical pencil and eraser. I do also have my pencil board here just because I do have sweaty hands and I don't want the paper to be all wrinkly, which it has already gotten. So yeah, let's get into the video. Before we really get into the video, I will try and explain how I see the face, because I think that seeing the head as shapes is a little bit more helpful. You can ignore the doodles in the back. I tried a take before, but it didn't. This is like the third time I'm trying to film this video, but yeah, okay. So the head basically is a circle, right? And then for the chin part, you basically have kind of like a triangle down. You have two eye socket things for your eyes. You have your nose, which is kind of like a triangle somehow. Then you have like your lips, but like the lips is kind of like this thing. That's okay. And then you have wait, your eyebrows are somewhere around here. And for the ears, the highest part of the ears, they stop the latest where your eyebrows are, and then like from the frontal view. This is just about the frontal view. If you talk about like side views and all, or like looking up and down, of course things are gonna change, but just from the frontal view you would have the ears stop where your eyebrows are and end about where your nose stops. So that's this looks so horrible, but this is like the most basic thing that I somehow, I guess, have in mind for drawing a face, because you do have a skull underneath, so your eyes have to sit inside the sockets and just things like that. So now let's get into a few of the details about all the things. For the eyes, I like to see them as I like to do like the upper lid, like this hill, this little hill, this little bow, and then for the lower lash is kind of a less arced U shape. Then you kind of have the pupil, then your iris, and then just your eyes. If you like, you can always add like lashes. This is now an eye that's looking up, but yeah, you guys know what I mean. And for eyebrows, eyebrows are really all about shape. It's whatever you want to draw them. You can, like, it can be straight, it can be arched, yeah, whatever. So for the nose, what I like to do is, I don't really do the very detailed nose because I read a lot of mangas, so my style is kind of influenced by that. And so for the nose, I just usually do like nostril here, U shape, nostril here. So it's literally two nostrils and like this U kind of thing. So that's how I draw the nose. And for the lips, again, two I guess smaller nostrils, but these are actually like the end parts of your lips, like the my English is so bad, I don't know. And then I kind of draw the shadows from the upper lip, then the cupid's bow, then the lower lip, and then I kind of connect it and shade things in. So that's like the features. For ears, I've got no idea, seriously. I just do the ear and then I do kind of like this wriggly kind of thing, and that's my ear. I know I should study it more, but I'm kind of lazy. Now that we've kind of got the features, let's try and draw our girl. Oh, I forgot to say that I have linked the reference pictures that I will be using in the description box down below. Please open up those pictures if you want to draw along. And yeah, let's just try and do something or create something together. I have purposely chosen girls that I don't know, I personally don't know, and I don't think they are any like models or something. But I think it's always better to look up people that you don't know, or at least not your favorite artists, because, or like your favorite musician or something like that, because it will definitely make you so sad if they don't turn out like how your favorite artist looks like, because you just can't get the features right when you're just starting out to draw. So just try and practice. What we're trying to do today is get something down on paper that looks like a girl, and it's not about the features. So okay, keeping that in mind, we will now put down our base. Our base is the circle, so we start with a circle. Right, so we got our circle down. Next, we do a straight line down, because that helps us later on to decide where the nose is, and just to keep, or to help us to keep everything centered. Next thing we do, or I do, is I like to connect the outest parts of the circle. I connect them with the end of my line. And I'm not sure where I end the line actually. I think this is about taste, and if you've drawn a lot, you just kind of develop a preference on how long you like your faces to be. I like them a little bit shorter. And then the eyebrows. Eyebrows again is something. Okay, for eyebrows, I've noticed that the lower you put your eyebrows, I mean, you can't put them too low. You kind of have to stop like about here. But if you put them a little bit higher, your character will look older and just a little bit more stern and strict. Whereas if you put the eyebrows a little bit lower, doesn't have to be a lot. A little bit isn't more than enough, and they will look a lot softer and younger and cuter. Yeah, just try around and just play around with different things, and you will see a lot of little changes. So now we draw our eye sockets, because that's where our eyes are gonna sit, and usually I like to place my help lines for the eye sockets right so that they touch the eyebrows. Now for the eyes, like I said, we're doing this thing, right? So we have this U thing. Well, no, this is not a U thing. You know, this kind of hill, this little mountain. Then we have kind of a U shape at the bottom, and then the pupil, right? So that's what we're trying to do. So if you have your eye, and this is like the center of the eye, we start here, we draw our arc, we draw the U thing. Same thing goes over here. We draw the U thing. And then we do our eye kind of thing. We draw it in. Usually I like to make the upper eyelid a little bit darker, just so it looks like lashes. If you like, you can add a few lashes if you want to. It's just going to add a few short ones. And then we've got a few lower lashes. So now that we've got the eyes in, I think my lead is broken. Yeah, okay, wait, let me get another. Yeah, this is better. So now we've got this. And wait, this is not even centered. This would be the center. So now I've got this, we're going to make the nose. Like I said, the nose, I like to draw this thing. So we go in with a nostril here, a U thing and a nostril here. Right, now for the lips, the most outer corner of your lips, then the shadow from the upper lip, the cupid's bow, and then the lower lip, and then I just kind of shade them in. Okay, so she looks super sad. Let's pull her corners up a little bit. Okay, so now that would be the most basic shape of our face. And for the ears, like I said, we're going to do this kind of thing. They don't have to exactly touch it, but like I said, for frontal view, that's like the latest part of where it should stop. Like this here and this here is the, just stay within this thing and try and make it a little bit smaller if you're going for like a younger look or something. Then for the head, if we're going to, wait, let me finish the ears a little bit. For the hair, I like to just very lightly draw in the hairline so I know where I want to stop, or from where I begin bangs and things like this. So the girl in the picture does have bangs, and we're just going to lightly follow like the flow of her bangs. We're going to let it fall down. You don't have to follow the picture exactly if you like another style. And always keep like the, what's it called? Like, you know, the line, the hairline. Wait, no. The parting line. Follow the parting line and start from a parting line. And then we're going to draw our girl her hair. And I'm not sure how to explain hair because I feel like hair is something very flowy, and just play around and see how hair falls. And like I said, this is not supposed to be a tutorial. This is more of a how I draw. So yeah, so that would be kind of our girl, and then we can still draw her neck down. Right. So I like to draw a shadow below the neck, but that would be our girl. If we're going to erase the guidelines now. Okay, so that's kind of our girl, kind of. I feel like I've put the nose a little bit too far down. See, like I said, I make a lot of mistakes. Okay, yeah, we can draw the same girl once again just to make sure. So this time we're going to make it a little bit quicker.
Straight line down, we're connecting our lines. Right, eye sockets, eyes, lower part of the eyes. Sometimes what I like to do is if I do the eyes like this, I'll just kind of feel out these parts, and I don't actually draw in this lower part. And yeah, leaves the drawing a little bit more breathable. It just makes no sense what I say, but hopefully you guys know what I mean. Just kind of creepy eyes. So that would be kind of the quicker version of what I do, which is actually what I mostly do. So usually I don't take the time to sit and do this properly. You know, most of my girls look more like this.
Now, if we do a girl from the side view, or well, not actually fully side view, but more like a 3/4 view, you still have your circle, but this time your parting line is not in the middle. It's like not like this, but it's depending on where the nose sits. So you just look at the reference picture, like the second reference picture, open that one up and follow where the nose is and where the middle of the like where the cupid's bow of the lips is. and then you would have your face like this. This would be like the frontal plane, like where your face faces. This would be your chin. Connects here, around here would be your ear, and then you'd have your neck, right? So we're going to draw this one now. Oh yeah, and here are your, well, your nose. Okay. So we got a circle. We have a line for the nose and the Cupid's bow. Then we connect the outer part of the face down to the end of our line and the chin. Okay, now for the eyes, again, the eye sockets, and then the eyes. It's pretty much the same thing even for side profiles, so I'm not sure what I should say about it. And then for the nose again, because of manga. We're going to draw it. I'm just going to draw like the shadow part and then one nostril. And it gives a hint of the nose without, yeah, just without all the details. We're going to draw her mouth closed now because that's easy. I'm not going to start talking about teeth. So we got our girl. We can add in our lashes if we want to. And then somewhere here would actually be her ears if we were to draw in her ears. But since we are not going to do that, we can, now as you can see, what I do is I have this very small circle, and usually people use this whole circle as the head. So I extended the head out here, and here's my ear where it's actually supposed to be here. So now what I need to do is I just kind of feel out where the rest of the head would be, and that takes a little bit of practice, and it's not always accurate, but it kind of gets the job done. And now I just draw in the hair again. I kind of draw in the hairline. Then from the parting, I start with her bangs, so it kind of falls like this. And then for the other side, she has it kind of tucked behind her ears. It falls like this. And then for the back, just kind of draw it like this. Right, so that's why I say I'm really not the person who should be doing these kind of tutorials, but I mean, you guys get the idea of what I'm doing. So yeah, that would be side profile, and that's basically it. I do have a tip for you guys though. Wait, let me change the battery. I'm running out. So what I wanted to show you guys was this kind of practice thing that you can do if you are unsure about proportions, and it looks very funny, but it kind of helps with proportions and things like that. So when you, I think I can actually zoom out a little bit. So when you first start out drawing, and just from time to time do this thing where it's called, I'm actually not sure what it's called, maybe one line sketch, where you're not allowed to pick up your pencil. So let's say we draw this girl, we try and draw this girl without lifting our pencil. We'll try and draw it as best as we can. So what that practice, or this thing, this challenge teaches you, is how everything is kind of connected to each other. So I've just drawn my circle, right? I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna draw my eyebrow. I'm gonna go down here. Wait, let me zoom in. Okay. I'm gonna, let me not lift this up. I'm gonna come down here and I'm going to draw my eye. Then I'm going to move back out and I'm going to draw my cheeks. Oh boy. This looks kind of weird. Okay, then I'm going to go back in here and draw my other eye. I'm going to go down, draw my... Wait, no. Now I'm drawing my eye. Now I'm going to go over here and draw my nose. I come down, I draw my lips. And, wait. Nose was kind of weird. I come down here, I draw my neck, I go back up around here and draw my hair. Hair is really difficult for me without lifting the pen because I like to draw it really like flowy and thing. So not lifting the pencil is harder than I imagined. Okay, so this would be our drawing without lifting the pencil. And what that does is just help you to understand that everything is connected. Like your eyebrows are connected, kind of connected with an invisible line to your eyes, and your eyes are invisibly connected to your nose. Your nose is of course somehow connected to your lips, and following the lips to the chin you have this. You can follow it up here to your ears, and just doing this a few times kind of helps you understand like the anatomy, or well, maybe not anatomy, but just kind of how things go. If we do a frontal view, can also do this. Then if we go back down from where the eyebrows are, we can do our nose. We can go down here, do like lips, and then going back down we can do the face, our ears, kind of the hair. She looks super mean, but that's okay. I hate not being able to pick up the pencil. It really makes you so mad if you usually draw like flowy stuff and suddenly you're not allowed to pick up the pencil. It makes you mad. Okay, so that would be frontal view, and it's just, it really, yeah, like I said, it just helps you understand that everything is somehow connected with an invisible line, but that's basically it. I don't think I have a lot more else to say about this, and I know that this video wasn't very informative, but I do still hope that you guys could somehow maybe understand my process a little bit better. And so yeah, I don't know, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can, but like I said, please look up proper tutorials. There are tons of good tutorials out there, and yeah, I'm just not the best person to do this kind of videos, but still, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys liked it, and so I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for being creative with me. Bye!